Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake helping you create something awesome today. Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to share something with you. I want to be transparent with you about my multiple streams of income, specifically how I built 8 income sources that allow me to make over $18,000 a month on average. Now, none of this is to brag, and some of you might be new to the channel, and I know that it might seem like a bunch of entrepreneurs flex or they down people who have a 9-to-5 job, but I was somebody who was making $6 an hour when I started in the workforce, and I worked my way up in my 30s to being somebody who makes 6 figures a year. And so all of this is really just to kind of like help you understand how something like that can happen, how much hard work and sacrifice it really takes. Maybe some of this will help you in building just even a side hustle and knowing that if you stick with it long enough, there are amazing things that can happen. Money is still somewhat of an uncomfortable topic for me. Just the way I was raised and growing up, in an immigrant family, growing up as a minority, you really don't get to talk openly about money. There's this like huge stigma around it. And I think it actually holds a lot of people back when they don't have like good information or when there's nobody to tell them certain things. There were things that I believed about money and credit and about, people who make money that just really weren't true. And if I had had somebody like me to talk to about it, it would have made a real difference in my life and I wouldn't struggle nearly as long as I did. And I could have avoided a lot of hardship. So that's really what this video is about. And I just wanted to make that absolutely clear to anybody watching who may not be familiar with me. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually list my 8 primary income streams for you. Obviously, YouTube ad revenue is one of them. As an influencer, sponsorships are of course part of that as well. I do very well with affiliate marketing because of the type of content that I put out here and on my blog and in social media. And then of course, there's actually my coaching business, which has 3 different income sources for it. So the coaching business, Awesome Creator Academy, has digital product sales, it has my monthly membership group, and it has my one-on-one coaching offers. So that has multiple income streams in it just built in. Then there's public speaking, less of which happens during quarantine, obviously. But there are still virtual events and some of them actually do still pay speakers like me. So that's actually something I wanted to bring up. And then there is my B2B Consulting and Private Workshops. I used to do a lot of that in public actually, and I would either travel to clients, but now we do everything remotely. So those are the 8 income sources. And then I'm gonna break each of them down. I'm gonna talk to you a bit about how I approach them. So let's talk about YouTube. When I talk about my YouTube money, I actually show you guys the real analytics on this actual channel. I don't hide that from you. Not everyone does that. So I'm just really transparent with you guys about how much money I make in YouTube ad revenue. Part of that is because by you guys watching the channel, you guys supporting, liking, hitting the subscribe button with notifications, all those things actually do help a lot. And so with average of 250,000 to 350,000 views a month, this channel tends to do 2,000 to 3,000 plus a month. There have been higher months, obviously, and I put that stuff out in my YouTube income reports over on the blog, but that's pretty much what you can expect in terms of ad revenue from this channel. Now that is drastically different than other people who get those views, and I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Most YouTube content creators get about $2 to $5 per every 1,000 views on their video, and technically that CPM rate isn't really accurate. YouTube recently introduced a new metric called RPM, so you can see how much you actually make per 1,000 views, not what YouTube charges the advertisers, which is CPM. Again, this gets a little complicated. I'm making a video about this and how much my YouTubers make. And this channel, since it focuses on online business, marketing, and social media, tends to do really well and averages anywhere from $15 to $30 CPM rates. So usually around $20 CPM rates, which means on average for every 1,000 views, I probably earn $10 to $12 in terms of revenue per 1,000 views on these videos. And that's just YouTube ad sets. A lot of people think that I make most of my money here as a YouTube content creator. You're gonna find out very differently if you keep watching the video. So next, let's talk about sponsorships. I've done some very detailed, elaborate videos telling you everything you actually need to know about sponsorships as a content creator, as an influencer. Those videos did not get as many views as I would have thought, since everybody says, nobody tells the truth about sponsorships. Tell us about sponsorships. Tell us how much money you make, blah, 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 blah. I actually did a lot of that in that video. I can't, for NDA purposes, tell you exactly how much money every deal makes. I actually put out my rate card and my own media kit publicly, and I put it into those videos, and you can see how much I tend to charge sponsors. What we're gonna do, since I get brand deals not only for this YouTube channel, but for my Instagram, thank you guys for helping me get to almost 20,000 followers over on Instagram. I really appreciate it. With those platforms, plus also some sponsored content that I do in LinkedIn from time to time, we're going to just average it out for the year and conservatively say that it's $5,000 a month. Again, that's not an exact number, but I explained why I can't give you a hard number for that. If you do watch the sponsorship videos, you see the exact rates that I tend to charge in my media kit, and then that makes a lot of sense. Next up is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is something I talk about constantly here on the channel, and it's something that I really believe in because I usually deal in software as a service based affiliate marketing. So a lot of it is recurring monthly commissions. There are a lot of different programs that I promote. It's the stuff that I use day to day in my coaching business. And so it's very easy for me to advocate for those things. And it's also things I use for this YouTube channel. TubeBuddy is my biggest affiliate program. And I'm a super affiliate there. I earn 50%. In the last 4 years of using and promoting TubeBuddy, I've made about $250,000 in the last 4 years as an affiliate for that one affiliate program. And it's because it's a great product and people don't even leave it when they're using it. If you're a YouTube content creator, there's really no reason not to be using TubeBuddy. And so even if you're gonna use the free trial version, the free trial version is free forever as long as you wanna use it. But if you upgrade to the paid version and get all the features, I do get a commission when you use that. And so by having so many people in the community that are using it and are supporting the channel, that's how I've been able to earn those commissions. I average about $5,000 to $6,000 a month from TubeBuddy alone. So that's substantial. That would be a very good living for probably most people. And I don't take it for granted, but I don't want to lie to you. It's not something that happened overnight. It took 4 years to be able to build up that traction and a lot of content. So just keep in mind, there are over 1,000 videos on this channel. So anything I make in ad revenue, anything I make in sponsorship, anything I make in affiliate revenue that's related to YouTube has been a long, hard path of making 1,400 videos over the last 7 years. And I didn't start making a lot of money right away. The first 2 or 3 years of that weren't making hardly anything at all. So grain of salt, people, grain of salt. Now, TubeBuddy isn't my only affiliate program. And so when you add up those affiliate programs, and it is sporadic in terms of what they earn, we can average it out conservatively to $7,500 a month to $9,000 plus a month. I've actually done several videos about affiliate marketing here on the channel. If you want to check those out, I talk about affiliate marketing, I talk about passive income and how you gotta work hard up front and you don't get to make money in your sleep overnight. I'm very straightforward about that, guys, very much. So next we have my other 3 big sources of income here. These are multiple revenue streams. They're tied to awesomecreatoracademy.com. And so that would be my digital products like the YouTube starter kit. I built a $99 product that has over 100 Photoshop templates with YouTube thumbnail template designs that you can customize, YouTube channel artwork. We did the 100 video ideas to launch your YouTube channel, the 20 perfect video title formulas. I did all this stuff and I put it in a $99 package and I sell it on my website through Kajabi. So that is one of the big money makers for Awesome Creator Academy. Then we have the membership program. That's typically $59 a month. And the way that works is that me and another coach, Andy Rivera, we actually host on Tuesdays. We do the webinars. So we do live training. We do 90-minute trainings and it's pretty deep. And then on Thursdays, we do live Q&A in our private Facebook group. And so between those live streams and then the monthly group call on Zoom, we're very involved and active there. So I wouldn't call that passive income, but it is recurring income, and it's a big chunk of it. And so we have the membership. And then I also have one-on-one coaching. That's not passive either. The digital products are passive, the coaching, the membership group, that's not. And again, the membership is recurring. So I have the YouTube channel reviews and I have the 90-minute business development sessions. So when you combine all of those, Awesome Creator Academy averages about $6,000 to $9,000 a month on average. For this last 30 days, we made $9,355. So that's actually really solid. That is, again, a crap ton of money. And so that is how the coaching business works. And that represents 3 of my 8 income streams. So real quick, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on public speaking because 2019 was a great public speaking year for me, doing Vid Summit, doing Social Media Marketing World, all these different events. Now, not all of them pay. Public speaking events for me are $0 to $5,000. And so that's actually really solid for a public speaker. I've done over probably 75 different events by now, but 2020 was very different. Thank you, quarantine. And so a lot of the events that I've been doing have been virtual events lately. I've actually been doing quite a bit of those. Not all of those pay, very few of them do. And in fact, me and Andy, we've been talking, and she's been really encouraging me to pursue this. We've been looking at doing our own virtual event, a paid virtual event. And I'm looking into how we actually can do that and do it well and make it worth people's while. And so we're looking at that either for the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I'm planning my business, honestly, I'll do a video about this. I'm planning my business with the assumption that unfortunately, the virus might be with us until the first quarter of next year at a minimum. And so I've been just kind of planning my business model around that. I had to change a lot of things I was doing just based on this. So public speaking has not been a fantastic income source, but it would be $0 to $5,000 per speaking engagement. And so that would just vary, but I thought it was important to talk about it. And so finally, income stream number 8 is private consulting and private workshops. Now, in this one, I can't give you a price range because it just is ridiculously variable based on the client and their needs, and it's also sporadic. I actually turned down quite a lot of this, believe it or not. So that number, because it's a B2B relationship, can be pretty good. It can be very well paid. And when I was doing more private workshops where I would actually fly out to whatever company I was working with, they would usually cover travel as well. So that actually was a very practical part of the business because I didn't have to pay for the travel. Sometimes as a public speaker, I actually had to either pay my own travel or I would pay up front and then the event would comp me. And so the only benefit to that is I get to claim it on my taxes. So there you have it. Those are my 8 income streams and how they conservatively earn me an average of about $18,000 a month or more. And again, some months can be extraordinarily high compared to that. Very few months fall short of that. So that's why I went with that number. And like I said, none of this is to brag. None of this is to flex on you guys. I actually live a pretty frugal lifestyle. It may not seem like it because of how much I spend on tech and gear, but that's an investment back into my business. That's something I had to claim on the taxes, and I pay a lot of taxes. And I just feel really grateful to be in a position to have been somebody who was a broke kid, community college dropout, didn't have a lot of money, just was trying to not only get by, but actually to help my family. And so to go from making $6 an hour where I started to be someone who makes multiple 6 figures a year is just something I can't even put into words how much that actually means to me, and like how much I want more people to understand that it is not impossible, but it does require a lot of hard work. And I know plenty of you are working hard and you're not getting those results, but I was working hard at so many of the wrong things. I was working hard in ways that didn't really make practical sense, that weren't really in my best interest. And the reality is that a lot of it came down to I had to cut toxic people out of my life, and I had to cut out a lot of bad habits, and ultimately I had to learn how to respect myself more and understand where my best efforts were gonna pay off, where I was gonna put my time and my energy into something that mattered to me and not because I thought I was supposed to be doing it. So much of what is limiting your potential is limiting beliefs, people putting you down, people making you feel like you're not enough. And so none of this is supposed to make you compare yourself to me or to make you feel bad about what you do or don't have. It's supposed to help you understand that if you do the best, the true best you can, truly the best that you can with what you have where you are, and you just move in the right direction, the one that you know to be right, not the one that your parents convinced you is right, not the one that society is telling you, not the one that the culture is telling you, but what you deep down know you should be doing right this moment, that things can change for you. If I can go from making $6 an hour as a broke kid to going to making 6 figures a year, and yeah, it took forever. It was not easy. It was painfully hard, but it was something that I felt I wanted and needed to do that was going to give me a future that a lot of us don't get to have. And so I would just like to end the video with encouraging you to look at anything you can do in your life to have a better result than yesterday. Look at any small improvement and count it as a win, and realize that when you start building yourself up and when you start learning how to respect yourself enough to say no to some people in your life, things are gonna get better for you. Things are going to be different from you. And that is the biggest lesson I can teach you. Anything I teach you about entrepreneurship, anything I teach you about business, anything I teach you about marketing is really just about a path to making things better in your life and trying to reach your full potential. Question of the day. What is the most valuable thing you got out of today's video? What is the most valuable thing you've got out of this channel and spending time with me? Let me know in the comment section and let me know what other videos I can make for you. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content here on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.